The Oklahoma City Thunder schedule is officially out. And I know most fans are going to think about the really big games, the marquee games with the big names. And I'm going to talk about some of those specific games as well. But I also want to take a big picture view and look at some of the trends that I'm seeing in this upcoming schedule. Hello, my name is Nathan, and this is Thunder Up Talk. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, so I am going to start with some of those marquee, some of those big games. Obviously, right out of the gate is the very first game of the season for the Thunder on opening night against the San Antonio Spurs. And I have to say, the NBA got this one right 100%. This is probably the best rivalry in the NBA. And getting to see a game between two of the heavyweights in the Western Conference is definitely the way to go. Wemby hates the Thunder for whatever reason, and the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be healthy, and just watching us go against the Spurs will be a lot of fun. Um, and then right after that, a couple days later, the Thunder are playing the Denver Nuggets. So right out of the gate, we're playing some really tough teams. The NBA wasn't messing around. I guess they want to see what the Thunder have got this season. Uh, Obviously, Denver isn't going to be nearly as good as the Spurs, especially since they just traded away Peyton Watson for not a whole lot. Um, but that will still be a good game. It's a good rivalry, and anytime you play Joker, uh, anything can happen. So I would expect us to win at least one of those games, but if we're 1-1, I certainly wouldn't be surprised. And of course, 0-2 is possible. Now, the next marquee game is on Christmas Day that I want to talk about, and it's against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's going to be fun just because it's going to be a new look. Timberwolves thought we get to play with Ant-Man and LaMelo, and just seeing if that works out. I have my doubts. One thing I don't doubt, though, there will be some interesting plays. There will be some fun for sure, especially offensively. Now, Shea is going to attack LaMelo Ball over and over and over, and that will be really fun to watch. But again, they will be a good competitive team, and that will be a lot of fun on Christmas Day. I do want to make a note. I did notice on opening night against the Spurs and on Christmas Day against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Thunder are away. So that's kind of a bummer, especially for fans here in Oklahoma City. But at the end of the day, we still got games on those days, which obviously we should. We are, a top 3 title favorite, I would say, by most people. So I just thought that was something to note. Now, these next 2 games I'm going to talk about probably aren't as big of games to maybe casual fans or maybe even casual Thunder fans, but for a lot of us, these 2 games are going to be a big deal. So we play Atlanta, and obviously the team that Lou Dort and Aaron Wiggins play for. We play Atlanta on November 18th, so fairly early on in the season, and that will be at home, so that will be a lot of fun. I'm sure Wiggins and, of course, Lou for sure will get a lot of cheering. They might get their own videos. I'm sure Lou for sure will get some kind of video, and I mean, you can't give Lou a video and not Wiggins, so I'm sure something like that will happen. And then we have to wait until December 22nd to watch the Thunder play Detroit, who traded for Isaiah Joe. And, again, the Thunder fans will give him a lot of love as well. But just thinking, I know Lou is going to play this really great defensive game, may give Shea some trouble when he matches up against Shea. Isaiah Joe's going to go for 5 threes, and Wiggins is going to have an efficient 15-point game. I just know it's going to happen. It's going to make me sad. But, it is what it is. It's the new look Thunder, and we had to make tough decisions. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is more of a broad, big picture thing that I noticed. So, The back end of the back to backs is a really, really soft schedule for us. So, from my count, we have 11 back to backs this season. And here are the teams that we will be playing on the second night of those back to backs. We'll play the Sacramento Kings twice. We'll play the Washington Wizards twice. So, again, I will take that. I know the Washington Wizards are supposed to be somewhat better, but they're still so young. Anthony Davis will probably be injured or requesting a trade. I just don't trust that team yet. They'll be a little bit better, but I don't trust them. We'll play the Memphis Grizzlies, the Chicago Bulls, the Phoenix Suns, the Golden State Warriors, and the Indiana Pacers. Now, a few of those teams aren't just terrible, but none of them really scare me at all. We're not playing San Antonio, we're not playing Denver, we're not playing, Boston or the Knicks or just any of those other, even Detroit. A lot of those teams that would be a lot tougher to play against in those back to backs. So that's a big fan for the Thunder organization, for the team, and for us as fans. We should be able to capitalize on almost all of the second games of those back to backs. Now, I also wanted to take a look on the months that are the month that is, in my opinion, the toughest, and the month that is probably the easiest month. So in January, it looks to be pretty brutal. So I'm picking January to be the most difficult month, and it's because it's a kind of a combination of game volume as well as just travel and playing more important Western Conference teams. So to begin with, there are 16 games that the Thunder play in the month of January. So they are playing like every other day. So that in itself will be crazy. But it's not like we're playing just a bunch of easy teams either. We're playing the Lakers. We're playing Denver. We're playing Houston. So very good to at least above average teams. And then we get Philly and Orlando as well. So that will be a really, really challenging month for sure. And I think by far the most difficult, if not on sheer volume alone. 16 games in 1 month is just wild. Now, it looks to me that the month of December, though, is a month that we should really, really be stacking games. We have 11 games in the month of December, with the caveat that that is the Cup month, so there will be a couple more games in that month, but even then it'll be on the lower end, 13 games or so. And on top of the fact that it's a lower amount of games in that month, we're playing some pretty easy bad teams. We're playing Brooklyn, we're playing Sacramento, we're playing New Orleans, Milwaukee, Miami, and Atlanta. I don't quite know how good those teams will be. Atlanta will be better than Miami, I think. But some of those are just kind of like for sure wins where Shea absolutely will not see the court after 3 quarters of a game, and we'll get to see all of our young guys. Adai Mara will be playing in some of those games that I just mentioned. So, I did consider the month of February as well, and the reason why I consider February for it being an easier month is off of volume as well. There are only 11 games in that month, but it looks a lot different. We are playing teams like Denver, Philly, Orlando. We've got the Knicks twice. We've got Boston. We've got the Spurs, and we've got Detroit. So of those 11 games, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those 11 games are going to be tough games. Not games where we can just assume Shea won't be playing in the fourth quarter. So even though February has the same amount of games as December, it looks a lot different. So with that, that's really some of the main things that I've seen. It looks like our schedule will be fairly easy, which is great because we need that 1 seed, especially because I think we're probably going to be matching up against the Spurs in the Western Conference Finals yet again. That's my prediction. It's a pretty easy prediction, I think. So hopefully we can just really take advantage of some of those back-to-backs, those really easy months, and secure and lock up that one seed in the Western Conference. So that's all I've got for today. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day, and of course, Thunder up. Bye.